Good morning everyone. Today in our class we will discuss about the chapter movements of the earth. Okay, so let's start. First we discuss about the shape of the earth. Many years ago people believed that the earth was flat in shape. Okay, but Indian astronaut Aryabhatta and Bhaskara discovered that the earth is a sphere and it spins on its own axis. But people did not believe them. Okay, so after that, Ferdinand Magellan and the astronaut Nicolaus Copernicus proved them that Aryabhatta and Bhaskara were right about the shape of the earth. Okay, and today all of you know about the shape of the earth because it is proven by the satellite photography. Okay, and it is easy to learn more about the earth with the help of a globe. So what is globe? Globe is a model of the earth with oceans, seas, continent, so on a smaller scale. Okay. More about the globe. I think all of you have globe. If you see it, you can see that it spins around a rod which has the two ends. This rod is not absolutely straight but is slightly tilted. Okay. In the same way, the earth also spins or rotates on an imaginary line that is called axis. The top end or the northernmost point of an axis is known as North Pole, and the bottom, that means the southernmost point, is known as South Pole. Okay. After that, the astronomers have found that the axis of our earth does not stand upright. It is tilted at the angles of 23.5 degrees from the perpendicular, as so if you see the picture. Okay, this is known as the inclinations of the earth axis because it is not in a straight position. It is slightly tilted at a 23.5 degrees. That's why. Okay. Movement of the earth has only two important movement. One is rotations, another one is revolutions. Okay, so rotations refer to the spinning of the earth on its own axis, and it takes approximately 24 hours to complete one rotations. The earth, all of you know it, we learned this is in our previous chapter, that earth rotate in the west to east directions. And rotations of the earth causes day and night. Okay, and when the earth rotates on its axis, only one portion of its face the sun, and that is bright. So these portions of the earth has day. The other half is away from the sun and it is darkness. So these portions of the earth has night. This occur alternatively day and night as the earth keeps spinning. Okay. Revolutions of the earth. The earth also moves around the sun on a fixed elliptical path, that elliptical path called orbit, and this movement, that means the earth moves around the sun, this movement of the earth is called revolutions. And the earth takes approximately 365 and 1/4 days to complete one revolutions, and the 1/4 days is set off every year to make an extra day. Okay, this day is added to the February every 4th year. After 4 years this extra date will added in the month of February, and this year is called leap year because that year will have extra date, that means 366 days. Okay. And as the earth keep rotating and revoluting around the sun, different part of the earth receive different amount of heat and light from the sun, and that is why there is a different seasons there. The seasons are keep changing, and the region that is tilted away from the sun receive less heat and has winter, On the other hand, the region which has the tilted toward the sun, they receive the maximum sun ray, okay, maximum heat. So that's why there is a summer seasons is there.
Movement of the earth. Two important movements that affect the earth. Rotation of the earth. Revolution of the earth. Rotation of the earth. The earth rotates around an invisible axis. The term rotation means to spin around at the same place. It takes the earth about 24 hours to complete one rotation around itself. The earth, while rotating, is tilted on its axis by 23.5 degrees from a straight line running across the center of the earth. The tilt of the earth causes variation in day and night time at different places on the earth. The areas around the equator experience exactly 12 hours of day and 12 hours of night. The duration of day and night varies as one goes away from the equator. The earth spins at 1000 miles per hour, and if it stopped suddenly, it would be hit by strong winds that move at 1000 miles per hour, knocking down all the buildings and everything that comes in its way. Rotation and revolution of the earth. The earth not only spins at its position, but also moves around the sun at the same time. The earth completes one revolution around the sun in 365.25 days or 1 year. During the Earth's revolution around the sun, the sun's rays reach the North Pole only from the month of March to September. Thus, on the North Pole, the sun rises on the 19th of March and reaches its maximum at 23.5 degrees above the horizon on 21st June. The sun sets on the North Pole on 23rd September and reaches its lowest on 21st December, when there is a full 24-hour long night. The cycle reverses at the South Pole due to the tilt of the South Pole towards the sun. Around December, the southern hemisphere is well lit and experiences summer. It is a 24-hour long day on the 21st of December at the South Pole. The sun's rays fall directly at the equator, thus heating up the areas on that part of the earth. The poles, which are curved areas, receive slanting rays from the sun. The two movements, rotation and revolution, create variations in temperature, weather, and in the seasons.
What causes the changes that we see throughout the seasons? Throughout the year, as the earth orbits the sun, many of its parts experience changing seasons. The warm spring seasons just followed by hot summer. After that, the warm autumn. Then after last, we can see that there is a winter seasons is there. So they are keep changing. Okay, so the tilt of the earth axis play a vital role in the changes of seasons. If the axis of the earth was not tilted, the earth would receive the same amount of sunlight, hence the same seasons would be experienced throughout the year. So if the earth did not revolve around the sun, the seasons would again be the same. So the different seasons are therefore caused because of the inclined axis and the revolutions of the earth around the sun. Equinox and solstice. You know what is meaning of equinox? 21st March and 23rd September, these two dates are called equinox. Why? When the day and nights are equal length, in these 2 days, the day and night have the equal length. So that's why this is called equinox. And during this equinox, the ray of the sun shines directly on the equator. Okay. Next one is solstice. 21st June and 22nd December are called summer solstice and winter solstice, because on this solstice, the rays of the sun shine directly on the two tropics. That means during the June solstice, that means summer solstice, the sun rays shine directly on the tropic of Cancer, and during the December solstice, that means winter solstice, the sun rays shines on the tropic of Capricorn. And that's why there is a length of the day and night is not same during these two solstices. Okay, during the summer solstice, there is a day is long but night are short. But during the winter solstice, day are short but the nights are long. Okay. The eclipse. The revolutions of the earth around the sun, the revolutions of the moon around the earth causes the eclipse. This happens when the moon, the sun and the earth fall in a same line. Okay, so now we first discuss about the solar eclipse. When the moon passes between the sun and the earth, it blocks the rays of the sun totally or slightly from falling on the earth, as you see the picture. Okay, here the positions of the moon is between the sun and the earth. Okay, so it can occur only during a new moon. The earth is then the shadow of the moon. This is known as solar eclipse. Okay, or you can say the eclipse of the sun. Lunar eclipse. When the earth passes between the sun and the moon, it casts a shadow on the moon totally or slightly. This is known as lunar eclipse or the eclipse of moon. And here you can see the positions of the earth is between the sun and the moon. Lunar eclipse occur more frequently than the solar eclipse. A lunar eclipse can last up to an hour or half. During a lunar eclipse, the moon may turn reddish in color. Okay. So this is all about the chapter, the movement of the earth. I hope all of you understood. If you are not, then please let me know. Thank you.